Hi, this is Nate. I'm going to react to Angelina Jordan singing It's Now or Never. Now, if you'd like to jump right to the music, check below in the description and you'll find a time. Hopefully, I remember to put a time in there. Click on that, it'll take you right to the place on the video where the music is. Because I get some people don't want to hear about how the channel's going or whatever. To all the rest of you who are still here, something I said in my last video, I really appreciate the fact that I have people from all over the world that hear me and respond to me and that comment or that like, but particularly comments, because then I get a real feel for who's out there. And it's so good for me to know that there's this whole world and that whatever's going on locally, it seems like everything, it surrounds you. It's like when you have a job, you work 6 days a week, everything else disappears. It's life is the job. And it's been that way. It's always that way. And wherever you live, whatever country, whatever city, to some extent, it's really been intense being in America for a while now, but especially lately, it's just, it's like staying up way too late watching bizarre futuristic television, and you realize the sun's coming up and you feel really weird, like, do I go to sleep? Is it time to get up? What the hell's going on? That's kind of how I'm feeling. So when I share a video and I know that people all over the world are hearing me and can relate to that, I don't know. I like it. It's good. It's helpful. So let me know in your comments, if you don't mind, telling me where you are. Are you in Peru? Are you in Egypt? Are you in Brazil? Where are you? Be nice to know. It's good to know. So without further ado, people always say that. It's like, was there some ado and then there was further ado? So I guess that was my ado. Yeah, okay. All right, good. Got that worked out. I'm going to get this video going.
Saw you with your smile so tender. If we lost true love and sweet devotion, your lips excited me. Let your arms invite me. For who knows when we'll meet again this way.
Okay, wow. So I'm realizing something about Angelina. This is one of those songs I never liked, and I didn't like it because when I was young, the first time I heard it, I was around the wrong people. You know, just some songs you hear at the wrong time. And I'm realizing with Angelina that it doesn't matter what song it is, it's not going to be the song I know. I never particularly disliked this song, but I would never make a point to listen to it. But when it's Angelina singing, it's Angelina. And I think I've said I wish she would sing the back of a cereal box because she would do it so well. I'm starting to think it'd be kind of cool if I could send her like my 10 most hated songs, because she would do them all and I'd be like, oh my God, they're so good now. And some of them, turns out they always were good, Fortunately, I don't have to do that. I'm sure she doesn't want my list of most hated songs coming in the mail. Probably not the best thing. But I just, hats off to her. Even just flashing on that while she was singing, I felt myself suddenly back in this little beer joint when I kind of a weird scenario involving the neighbors, and I'm 10 years old and we're suddenly down the street at a beer joint. They're playing It's Now or Never, and I mean, it was harmless but not very pleasant people. And it was like listening to her sing. It's like I could feel myself back in that little bar, feeling the innocence in me when I first heard that song, and how that song was associated with some bad experiences, and how that's not me. That sort of innocence that I walked in with, that was me. And then some other stuff happened and kind of got layered over on top of it. And I get that with her because you get such a sense of innocence with her, even as she sings these profoundly experienced emotions. There's this lightness that somehow is just alive in the midst of that. Boy, oh boy.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love waits. Just like a willow, we will cry in ocean if we lost true love and sweet devotion. Your lips excited me. Let your arms invite me. For who knows when we'll meet again this way. It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait. It's now or never. My love will wait.
I got to stop it there so I can keep her face on the screen. Look at that face. I mean, look at that. Look at that face. It's funny. It's like she looks less innocent over time than like since when she was 7 or 8. But it's like the same innocence. There's just more sort of knowing around it. More, all right, I'm starting to experience a lot. I'm starting to, I'm getting older. But she's still got this innocence in her. And I don't know what to say. It suddenly struck me that I really like this song now. Just that one video, watching the mom with the little girl in her arms and the guy singing for his kids or whatever on the mic. And her amazing voice just carrying the whole thing. I'm sure for a lot of people, my reactions are probably terrible when it's Angelina. There's like, all you do is say, she's wonderful. She's wonderful. And I do. It's true. Hopefully I say it in a lot of different ways. But That is kind of what it comes down to. So, blessed Angelina, thank you, thank you. I'm so psyched to see what happens with the whole musical contract thing. I assume, I think most people assume that means that she's going to get lots of studio time and be able to put together an album really soon, and maybe there'll be videos coming out, lots of production is what I'm guessing, and lots of money to pay for her to do it, so she doesn't have to worry about that in other ways. Although being in school, it's interesting. I'm really curious how she's going to balance all that, but I absolutely trust her to do that. And honestly, when I think of some of the stuff I learned in school, probably learns more by traveling all over the world, talking to amazing creative people. So good for her. I hope you're doing well. I hope things are good for you, and may you find peace in your day-to-day life. Don't forget to relax and chill, and just, don't forget to sing and laugh and watch a silly movie and go for long walks. And just do ridiculous, ordinary things that people do. Just because you're living in a bizarre world in a strange time, do all the same things people did 1,000 years ago, because that's really the juice, the heart of life, really. The little simple things day to day. So, having said that, I'm going to call my daughter up and have a nice chat. So, that's my next step. I hope you're well. You take care. Peace.